Welcome to BGAN usage video. The BGAN Explorer 710 is the standard satellite modem used by MSF for exploration, backup in a safe room, head of mission of FITCO office, and for guest house, depending on the security context analysis. It is used to connect to the internet via the Inmarsat satellite network, or to make phone call to any operators in the world.
Guest house, par exemple, dans le bureau d'un chef de mission ou dans les safe rooms, selon l'analyse contextuelle sécuritaire de la mission.
The BGAN coverage is global, all around the world, with 3 geostationary satellites at 36,000 kilometers from the Earth. It is important to know that satellite systems are used only as a last backup. Their maintenance is even more important. Often the systems are neglected, but when you need them, they must be immediately operational because they are often used in emergency situations. We have set up monthly procedures for this equipment.
Il est primordial et de la responsabilité du logisticien de faire ses maintenances chaque mois.
I remind you that every month a 10-minute package is included in the subscription to make calls and also megabytes to test internet for free. Let's see how BGAN works. First of all, noted here 2 important points. The satellite waves of a BGAN are close to microwave and therefore harmful to the human body. When cleaning the antenna or doing a maintenance, always turn off the BGAN. When you start it, make sure that no one passes within 2 meters in front of it. First, let's see how the BGAN is composed. Here, it is mounted as a mobile exploration setup, but it can also be mounted in a safe room or in an office with, for example, the modem separated from its antenna that will be on a roof with a long coaxial cable. The modem contains the battery and the SIM cards. Always check that the SIM card is properly plugged into its slot. Let's see the different connectors on the BGAN. ESDN for digital phone integration, 2 plugs for LAN, Ethernet connection for data, phone and fax plug, power supply charger plug, and external battery plug. When using it, the first thing to do is to place the BGAN a clear view on the sky toward the equator line. Here we are in the North Hemisphere in Europe, so we're going to point it to the south. Then we will start the device and we will position it to obtain a signal of at least 53 dBs. We hear beeps. Once the minimum threshold of 53 dBs is reached, a long sound beep is heard. Now we press OK. The BGAN will exchange with the satellite and confirm the subscription in order to finalize the registration phase on the network. Once ready is displayed, the BGAN is ready for use. I remind you that when using it, you should not place yourself in front of the antenna for your own safety. Also, keep in mind that the satellites are at 36,000 kilometers away, so a small movement of the antenna may lower the signal and therefore BGAN will not work. For a fixed installation in an office, it's important to do monthly maintenance, also to check that the wind, the rain, has not made the antenna move on the roof. Now, let's connect a phone and make a call. We will take the phone and connect it to the dedicated slot. We can now pick up the handset, check that we have a dial tone, compose the number to call with all international codes. including to call from Congo to Congo, for example, ending with dash to start the call. From then on, you must be patient. It takes a bit longer than a normal phone. Here, it's a BGAN number that appears on my cell phone for the test. We can now keep the phone connected and use in parallel the data connection for internet. To do this, we will first switch off the Wi-Fi on our computer. Now, we connect the Ethernet cable between the BGAN and the computer. We see the connection on the computer. At the same time, as soon as the cable is connected, the data consumption starts automatically. So you have to be careful because some background tasks can consume a lot of power and data, like email, synchronization, SharePoint, OneDrive. I remind you here that the megabyte of data on a BGAN as the minute of call cost between $1 and $4 US. Now we can use the data. Only authorized professional sites work like Teams, SharePoint, WhatsApp, OneDrive, Outlook, Logistic Referential. Facebook, YouTube, Google are blocked as a filtering system. As soon as you are done using the data connection, disconnect the cable from the BGAN or the computer to avoid the cost of background consumption. The phone only consumes when you call. You know now how to use a BGAN, but I invite you to read the monthly maintenance document for more detail and information.
Vous savez maintenant comment utiliser un BGAN Explorer.
I remind you here the most
Vous savez comment
important
l'activer
point
et comment
about the
faire des
BGAN.
entretiens et des maintenances de base. Je vous rappelle
BGAN
simplement
can
le
be
principe
used only
élémentaire
for
ici.
professional authorized
Seuls les
websites.
sites web en données
Monthly
professionnelles
maintenance
sont
procedures
autorisés
to
par
be
filtrage
done
quartier.
following related
Une maintenance
checklist.
manuelle ainsi qu'un entretien
High cost
peut
when
dédié à un
using,
test
so sensibilize
peuvent être
staff
effectués
about
selon
the
les
price,
protocoles liés.
regularly
Une
train people
sensibilisation
about
aux coûts
usage,
d'utilisation
maintenance
auprès
and
des
check,
utilisateurs,
fully check
ainsi qu'un
of the
test
kit
complet de
before each
l'équipement et un
exploration
briefing
in the
aux
field.
utilisateurs
Thank
avant
you very
chaque
much for following.
exploration.
Have a good day.
Merci pour l'attention et une bonne journée.